Hey guys, I'm so excited to say this. Welcome to the recap of the second Snnuy community tournament. We started with 4 pools that had between 6 and 7 people, and after every contestant played against each other, the top 2 of each pool would advance into a playoff bracket. In that playoff bracket, 4 best of 3s were played, and the winner of each match would advance to the semifinals. As you can see in the bracket, Timbiki, Dabdoob, Mindsplitter and Geist advanced, but unfortunately Dabdoob had to drop, so Genesis took his place. What you're about to see are the best of 3 semis that I casted with Aeolias, a mod of the channel, who really deserves all the credit for setting up this tournament. The first match of the semifinals was Genesis versus Timbiki. Timbiki seems to be a player that's more control oriented, favoring decks like Daybreak and some Karma Targon decks, whereas Genesis likes his decks aggressive with a lot of burn spells. The other match was Mindsplitter versus Geist. Geist was able to show his proficiency on control decks, and Mindsplitter seems to be more of a jack of all trades, adapting to his current situation and opponent with the deck he chooses. I'm not going to spoil anything after this, but the winner of these matches are going to play against each other in the finals, and you'll just have to watch to see the result of them. The winner took home a small RP prize to buy the best Guardian of all, Chip, and obtained a prestigious Discord role in the Snnuy Discord. I have to apologize beforehand because the footage can be a little bit scuffed at certain points, but that is because we ran into a few issues while we organized and got all the players to stream their matches on Discord so we could see both hands as we spectated on Discord and on Runeterra, but those are small things and they should definitely be fixed for the next time. I really hope you guys like this type of video because we're already planning on doing monthly or bi-monthly tournaments, and we're not exactly sure how we're going to do it because of Crossshard getting disabled, but as soon as we figure something out, we'll let you guys know. And make sure to join the Discord so you can sign up, or just follow me on Twitter for all the updates on what's coming next. With that out of the way, let's jump into some intense games to find out who the winner was. Alright guys, I'm a minute early, but most of it should be set up. As you can see, I'm ready for the occasion. I'm a professional caster, so if Riot wants to hire me after this, they can hit me up too. Right, I think the lobby is being set up. After that, I'm going to switch to just a regular view. I'm like spectating one person on Discord so I can see their hand, and then the other person will be on like regular spectate, so I can so we get all the information, and I will be able to actually cast it accordingly.
Yeah, so what is it? It's Zoe with Ionia.
Yeah.
And
it seems to be Zoe Karma against Draven Ezreal, and Timbiki is playing the Zoe Karma side, and Genesis is playing Draven Ezreal here. What do you think about these? How's that matchup? Do you have any experience with that? How that plays? I know you're a Nasus player.
Draven is favorable because it can just clear the board each time, and I don't think they can protect Karma, so he can protect their units.
Well, it is Ionia and Targon. These regions are known for pretty good protection spells, so I think if the game gets to
but I don't think they have enough.
Okay.
Yeah, if it reaches late games with Karma, it's favorable for them. But I don't know. They have Faron, and you see, if they tap out of mana, this happens, and so he dies.
Yeah, that's true.
Protect.
Yeah, personally, I as a resident Targon player myself, I've quite a bit of experience with Zoe and Victor, for example. And that matchup is a little bit different, I think, because you play so many small invoked units that they have to remove, that eventually their hand gets pretty empty, and they have a hard time dealing with your big removals. And also, I believe in that deck you run Iterative Improvement for the Pharaon, but I can see Karma Zoe just not generating enough pressure to get to that late game, and Pharaon just completely overrunning them.
It depends on how many invokes they have.
Yeah, that's true. What personally,
spell-based or invoke-based.
Right, exactly. What do you think the important cards are for Zoe Karma here to win this matchup?
Well, just I think it's just the 5 mana spell to heal, to invoke just a big elusive units and win through that, because if they don't invoke, they can't win.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's the, I think the Phoenix is something they can deal with, but if they get something like the Great Beyond, that spell shield can be very annoying. And Cosmic Inspiration is a very big win con too for their side, because it makes their mystic shots and their get excited and whatnot. They could be just out of reach when they give everything that +2/+2.
Yeah. And with Temple, they won't have mana problems, so they have more value than them.
That is true, but if we're looking at Genesis's hand right here, he has 3 Tri-Beam Improbulators. And sadly we can't see Thimbiki's or Moose's hand. But he's gonna need 3 denies for that.
That makes... His hands is very, very strong right now.
Yeah.
Because he can easily remove units and increase his board pressure and then win with it before he can even reach late game.
Exactly.
But he doesn't have enough 3-drops. Only Draven there, so they can't grow very much.
Yeah, I see that every single Tri-Beam Improbulator right now does 3 damage. That's not gonna be good enough. He needs to grow those a little bit before he fires them off.
Yeah, 3 mana units isn't enough to
Not
go
nearly.
through Zoe Karma.
Yeah, and I think that if Zoe Karma actually managed to go a little bit wider on the board, if Genesis gives them enough time, which actually seems to be the case right now, they could just have too many invoked units. Like if Moose, for example, I'm calling him Moose, but it's Thimbiki, obviously. If he finds a Golden Sisters, that might be looking very good for him, because Genesis is going to need 2 Tri-Beams to effectively deal with both of the units right now.
Yeah, but each Tri-Beam will invoke another unit, so...
That is true.
It's more value.
Yeah, true. If he can grow them in power a little bit, and as soon as Moose summons a bigger invoked Celestial, I think Genesis is definitely going to have the upper hand here. But I think this game can still go both ways.
Yeah, it depends if he draws Firon in the end.
He has a Rummage for some axes and maybe, you know, on an Ignition or something.
Do you protect Draven or the bot?
I think you protect Draven here for more axes. Okay, that's
bot,
a deny.
Gives the
That's interesting.
deny for Mystic Shot.
I'll take that trade. If I was Genesis, I'd be very happy right now. Obviously, Thimbiki can't see his hand, but if he knew that there were 3 Tri-Beams in there, I don't think he would have tried out or tossed out that deny like that, simply to get rid of a Draven.
Yeah, just for a Mystic Shot in this matchup, it isn't worth. Not at all.
Exactly. And there's an Ezreal. That's a very powerful draw, especially on a low impact board state like this.
Yeah, how far is Ezreal from level up?
His Ezreal is at 3 out of 6 right now.
Yeah, except for Tri-Beam, he doesn't have a lot of targeted spells.
Yeah, that is true. But once again, the Rummage can turn this game on its head instantly.
Yeah,
Thimbiki
Rummage on the 2 axes.
Yeah, that's... those aren't great pulls, but still, it's better than 2 axes that do nothing. Okay, this is an interesting play.
Sure.
Do you think he would have played the Ezreal here? Do you agree with this attack?
He's playing safe, but I don't know why what he's playing for. Like, what is he afraid of? Because it's Zoe Karma, it has no pressure on the board unless it invokes something.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what he's playing against.
I don't know, yeah, I don't know either. I have no idea what he's playing around, but maybe he's really trying his hardest to get as much value as possible from that Tri-Beam. Okay, here's more power for the Tri-Beam with the Cooling Strike. I think this is a very good play, because the Temple already used its buff, right? Let me check.
Yes.
Okay, and there's a Notify gone.
It was used on the 1-1 that died just before.
Yeah,
On the
right.
1-2.
Yeah, that was a waste. And there's the Pharaon. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna give this game to Genesis right now.
Yeah, well, Ezreal Draven is favorable against controlled matchups.
Yep, I mean, I'll be honest, I think I've played like 10 games in total of Draven Ezreal. I've played much more Zoe deck specifically, But if I have to compare it to something like Zoe Karma, it's basically just a much more greedy, high-value deck than something like Zoe Vi or even Lee Sin, right? Lee Sin is just the OTK and the Karma Zoe is just infinite value. I think Draven Ezreal is just going to win before they can even get to that point.
Would you have played Ezreal or Pharon there?
I would have played
I would have played Pharon.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Because the 5 mana there, you don't want to use anything, because the Tribeam aren't big enough. He can still have Deny. I don't know, I would have played Pharon.
Yeah, me too. Do we know what he got from his Solari Priestess?
Not yet. Okay. Maybe it was the Serpent, but I'm not sure. No, the Serpent was from the
from the Fangs. Yeah.
Fangs.
I think this is his second or third Solari Priestess that Timbiki just played. And I think the reason he didn't play Pharon was because he might have been playing around a Obliterate card, the 6-mana Obliterate. I believe it's Falling Comet? He decides to pull the trigger on Pharon anyway.
Yeah, but in the end, Ezreal died. Well, I mean, he doesn't have enough skill shot usable because those flocks are useless.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's why. Maybe he really wanted to summon the Pharon on an attacking turn, which I can see an argument for that.
The Paul Tortured Prodigy is very good, I think, in this matchup because if he loses a unit, even Tortured Prodigy itself, he gains mana from it.
Yeah.
And that allows him to play more spells and have more banked mana for those decimates.
I agree. Yeah, the Tortured Prodigy. I think the Shaman was pretty weak, but as far as 5-drops goes, the Tortured Prodigy is a great pool. I'm also kind of curious. I've read on some of the math that people have done regarding pools from Tribeam, and I believe 5 is actually one of the better mana units that you can pull from.
Which one?
The 5 mana slot for Tribeam. I believe 5 mana is a good spot to use it in. I believe 6 is rather weak, and so is 7. Wasn't it like 5, 8, and maybe 9? Because 9 gives you stuff like the Bright Steel Formation.
Yeah, the 9 is very good, and you never have to wait for the 10th because the 10 is the useless.
With the Scuttle guys.
Yeah, for example. The only good 10 mana card you can pull is the one from Freljord, She Wonders.
Well, you can also pull Cithria now. Cithria is another pretty good card.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's a summon effect, so
exactly.
The 10 mana Tribeam has just become very good.
Might be worth a gamble if your name is Lath. But in general, I don't think I would gamble that. And he just gets rid of the karma like that.
Yeah, because there's too many low roll possible.
Yeah, especially in a tournament setting, I know we have a very, very low-stake tournament that's mostly just for fun. But if you play in a tournament setting,
chip in the end.
Chip, actually, yeah, chip is literally the best thing you can get from a tournament victory. Like seasonals are nothing compared to the Sunny tourney. But I think if you're playing a tournament setting, you want to go for consistency. So you always you go against all the odds. Like you don't want RNG to screw you over when you're already in a good spot. So
yeah, you want to play the more consistent deck.
Exactly. And you don't make choices that could possibly screw you over for a high roll. You just take the consistency and you try to win the game that way.
Yeah. Well, Ezreal Draven wins.
This is looking very good for Genesis.
Yeah, Swain this is lethal on board.
And he has 2 Decimates in hand, with only 2 cards in the hand of Timbiki.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be game.
Yeah, he doesn't have any freezes or Hush doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's good.
Throws out the Shenny mode. Yeah, good game. Game number 1 goes to Genesis. Subbed for Dap Dupe and takes the victory in game 1 against Timbiki. Alright, let's see. Looks like Thresh Nasus for Genesis against Leona, Aurelion Sol, and Lux for Thembiki. Do you know anything about this matchup?
Well, we all know that Nasus Thresh is a very good deck, whatever the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very favorable, but I don't know about the Lux addition on Leona Asol. The good thing about Leona Asol is that Leona can stun Nasus and stop him from attacking. It doesn't stop an atrocity.
That is true. I gotta give a shout out to Thembiki here too for having 20k mastery points on Leona. Praise the sun. Very good.
20k!
Yeah, that's a lot for a champion like Leona. True Daybreak dedication.
Already 5 damage, turn 1.
Yeah, the Nexus Flock turned up to 11 with 1 extra damage from the Ravenous Butcher. You hate to see it. If there's one thing I take pride in, it's that I have not played a single game of Throne of Lysandra Control, and maybe like 3 games of Thresh Nasus. So I don't know that much about this deck, but I am a connoisseur of Demacia Targon.
Yeah, you play that a lot on ladder.
Yeah, I do. This goes all the way back to the season that Targon was released when I tried to climb with dragons. And I fell in love with the deck
just
there.
before Mogwai... what was the story already? Mogwai developed a deck and it countered yours, was it?
Yeah, Mogwai was already a master and I think I was 80 LP Diamond 1. And then I ran into Mogwai playing Eternal Anivia. Which, you know, Targon isn't terrible against that with Obliterates, but he just played it really well, and, you know, his hand lined up well to play into the matchup, and he destroyed me. So then I lost like 5 games in a row, and I had to switch decks to actually get to Master that season. So, screw you, Mogwai.
Well, it is thanks to Mogwai that I happen to know you, because in one of his videos you commented, and that's how I discovered you.
I couldn't have asked for more, because here we are now. After I beat Mogwai with my Yetis, we're now casting a tournament together, so I'll take that trade any day.
Thank you.
I think my overall record against Mogwai is either 2-1 or 3-1, because I know he uploaded 3 videos in total of me playing against him. Once I beat him with Zoe Victor when that expansion got released. I lost to his Anivia with my dragons, and I beat him with the Bloody Yetis, my Vladimir Yeti deck.
I don't remember which game was it when you were in the first video that I discovered you.
I think it was the Vladimir video, but I'm not entirely sure. It could have been the Zoe Victor deck too, because do you remember when you joined the Discord, or just the stream YouTube in general?
It's so long ago. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah, I mean. I think the first one was the big one, because that's the one I actually commented on. I don't think I commented on the Zoe Victor win.
Yeah, it's possible, yeah. The bloody Yetis.
Yeah. Alright, let's actually get back
into the game right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We gotta focus on this too, apparently. Alright, so it looks like Genesis has Thresh on the board. 3 out of 6.
Yeah, 3 stacks.
Yeah, and Thembiki has a leveled Leona, which can get out of hand pretty fast, especially if they summon Raboon. Oh, this is some sweet synergy of double stun.
Does it go beyond the spell shield, Leona's stun?
I'm not actually sure. I don't think it. You think it does?
Since it's a skill, I don't think it does. It's not like for example the freeze from last game that can go through, because it's not a skill. It goes at the run start. So I think it removes the spell shield.
Okay. Yeah, I think it removes the spell shield too. I don't think it actually stuns the Nasus. So I don't know a lot of these interactions, because sometimes Leona will put multiple stuns on the stack. Do you know if the first stun, for example, can break his spell shield, and then the second stun will apply the spell shield? Oh, Nasus is dead here. That's huge. He does have another one, though.
Yeah, he's playing against Demacia. You have to play around sharp side.
Yeah. I think Genesis could be looking at just straight up a double Nasus turn, though.
Yeah, you right now, I think you level up Thresh every day.
I think so, too.
He's waiting for next turn though.
Ooh,
You
that's
have to play
scary.
good.
Okay. So right now, Genesis can summon a 7/7 Nasus next turn.
Yeah. Do you develop the Nasus though, or you open attack?
I think you open attack, simply because,
because-
Thembiki has 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, and he can't stun the Thresh if he doesn't open attack.
True, good point. All of Daybreak's spells, and obviously units, are slow speed. Yeah, he chooses to open attack. Pulls a 2/3 to get some extra stacks.
Yeah, and forces Leona to block the Nasus.
Yep. That's rough. This could be the turn that decides it all already. Maybe, okay, he doesn't have Ash. Okay, I think not blocking here is actually the correct play. Even though there is a atrocity waiting.
Yeah, if he had a Hush, he would have used it on the defense, so...
Yeah.
Looks rough, yeah. Unless he has single combat, it's lost for Thembixi.
Let's see. Yeah, Genesis has 10 mana. So, Atrocity is something he can use, but after the nerf, he can't actually use the Rite of Negation as backup.
Yes, very good nerf.
Okay. Yeah, it was a good nerf. Now make it slow speed or remove it from the game.
Like Margot I wanted.
Yeah, I know, I'm fine with alternate win conditions personally, but I think that having such strong backup to make a game-finishing play like that work, like with Rite of Negation, is a little too strong for my personal taste. But however, I think this is the necessary evil in this current meta. Thresh Nasus is... I'm glad it exists. To counter stuff like Aurelia.
It's a good slay deck, because before Nasus and Kindred, slaying units wasn't bringing any value, except for maybe Thresh, or maybe Kalista, but it wasn't very good. Now with Nasus, killing your own units makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with that. I am kind of sad that the expansion released and people tried out this deck with Kindred, but then ended up defaulting to Thresh because leveling him in one turn is just so stupidly powerful. But yeah...
Because Kindred uses 2 turns at most. The least possible turns to level up her is 2 turns, and the enemy can stop it. Thresh, if you kill your own units, you can't do anything about it.
This is a very good play, I think, by Genesis here. Very strong. Denies the double stun, so he can't swing for lethal. And he plays the second Thresh. Yeah.
Nasus is 10 attack, so...
That's a dangerous number.
Yep, and Thresh can bring another Nasus, because it's a new Thresh.
I think Thembiki is 1 off lethal right now. Or am I miscounting here? No, it's exact lethal. I think this could be it. I think Thembiki wins here.
That was not expected.
Wow, that is not expected at all. I think Genesis could have swung.
He should have used Atrocity before instead of...
Oh no! Nasus leveled!
No! Nasus level, it reduces all attack by 1, it's not...
Oh no! I didn't even realize that either. Genesis is just... His brain is just bigger than ours, and this is why he takes home the victory. What a play! Well, that was impressive.
Genesis won.
Yeah.
Genesis won.
Genesis takes the first game, the first series.
Well, I hope Dabdub is proud of... because it was Dabdub normally that was playing against Thembiki, but...
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't understand why that feels a little bad for Thembiki, but yeah, those are the rules, and Genesis won fair and square with quite a spectacular finish there, if I might add. So congratulations to Genesis for making it to the finals. And then we're going to jump over right now to Geist
and Mindsplitter.
Yeah, that's right. That's going to be a fantastic match too. So whenever they're ready, I have to do it.
Yeah, well, you have to take the stream from Geist on Discord.
Yeah, I have a Mindsplitter stream right now. Yeah, it would be great if we could contact him somehow, because the quality here is not great. But let's just do our best and see what we can make of this. So what do
I
we
don't
have
know.
happening?
Geist stream on Discord is very good. I don't know. I have high quality on my end, so maybe you can go on Geist side.
Is there a
on
way
Discord.
to make it full screen?
Yeah, if you pick on the bottom right, there is
Okay.
an option to make it full screen.
All right. So we do see the icons on the right, but it'll just connect. All right. Yeah. We'll do it like this.
Okay. Good.
All right. You can take it from here for a little bit if you don't mind. I'll turn on some actual music.
Okay, so we have Mono Shurima. You have to take care because when you go into your game, yeah, we can't see the focus changes.
I have to do
Okay,
what?
so we have Mono Shurima against Zoe Lee Sin. So I think it's favorable for Targon if they can rush them. The problem will be when the Sandisk ends, because the Emperor deck will be a problem to deal with. But if Lee Sin can just push them back, if Lee Sin just make every Emperor recalls every time, it may be a good thing.
All right, I'm all set up now. So
Good, because I don't know how to.
Nah, you're good,
if I'm
man.
doing this alone.
You have a very charismatic voice for this too, so all good.
You are the streamer. I'm just a mod. Don't make me do that, please.
You did a fantastic job organizing, and you're doing a fantastic job now. So I say just keep that confidence, because I really like how this is going, honestly. So wait, Mindsplitter, is he playing a full set of Ascendant, or is it just Azir and Renekton?
I think it's just Azir and Renekton in his deck, in his list.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't played that much Lee Sin myself, but I think this is actually very favorable for Lee Sin, unless Mindsplitter runs something like Quicksand, maybe? I just got word that it's Azir Renekton with advance.
I can actually, if he has the deck tracker activated, I can actually... No, he doesn't have, so I can't check his deck.
Okay. Decides to kill Zoe with Renekton, which is probably a pretty smart choice.
Yeah, if he is afraid of her level up.
Yeah, but sadly I can't see how close Zoe actually is. But, you know, when you can remove Zoe, especially against a Lee Sin deck, because he keeps generating those cheap spells to power up Lee Sin, you definitely go for it. Pushing some over damage at the same time with Renekton is obviously very favorable too.
Is it safe to play Lee Sin now, though?
In the middle of a game.
For this game, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, it's only one match. Let's just make sure everything goes right for the finals, and let's just keep this going, I guess. We'll do better next time. First time for everything.
Well, yeah. It's the first match to... Oof, that spell shield. That spell shield is very good. It protects against Dragon's Rage.
That is true, but if Lee Sin has a barrier and enough power, the Renekton still dies, right?
But it's stopped from a no-TK. Well, I mean, he can pick any other unit, but...
That is true. And also, Lee Sin, Geist, doesn't actually have any denies or nopifies in the deck. And there are some very powerful and scary tools in Mono Shurima. I don't know if Mindsplitter runs the Ascendant Rise to instantly make everything level 2, possibly level 3, or even the Obliterates from the Emperor's deck. Things can get scary fast.
Before the Zilean release, if you wanted to play Nasus or Renekton in your Mono Shurima, you had to play Ascendant's Rise, because they would not level up very easily.
Yep.
But with Zilean's spells to remove and clockling to clockwork to reduce the countdown, it isn't needed to run Ascendant's Rise anymore. So.
I agree fully.
Yeah, and no barrier. Even with Pale Shield, Renekton dies.
Yeah. Renekton is just gonna take a kick to the face, but it's not going to be the OTK kind of kick. Just a regular kick will do the trick here. Unless, once again, there is something like Quicksand. I believe Quicksand will completely ruin Lee Sin. Oh,
Yeah,
Ancient
it removes
Hourglass. Okay.
every keyword. Oh.
That's interesting.
But the overwhelm still passes through, so it's 7 damage to face.
Yep. Mind Splitter at 8 HP already. And Lee Sin isn't even leveled yet. This can look pretty grim real fast if you let the Lee Sin player do what he wants to do.
Yeah, but in 2 turns, and if he plays other units, Azir's levels up and the Sandisk is down. So...
Actually, yeah, if I look at the board state right now, it looks like Renekton level 3 is going to be the actual win con for Mind Splitter and not necessarily the Emperor's deck.
If he has a vulnerable effect, Renekton will level up. If he hasn't, Lee Sin can just easily block it and kill Renekton. So he must have a vulnerable effect.
That is true.
The problem will be Hush, because Hush stops. Oh no, he has Spell Shield. I always forget about that.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's so. We're gonna see what we were discussing last game. Does it go through?
The Spell Shield goes out with
the Spell Shield is gone. Yeah. So Hush could come in pretty clutch here. Geist could even look for like a stun from his star chart right now, or he could just give Lee Sin Spell Shield if he decides to pull the Lee Sin with Renekton, or he can just block it, obviously. And that could be pretty dangerous for Mind Splitter because all his eggs are in the Renekton basket right now.
He hasn't drawn Azir, so that's sad for him. Unlucky.
Unlucky indeed. It is a card game, so sometimes the outcome will just depend on the cards that are on top of your deck. And I don't think it looks to be Azir right now, because if it is Azir, he probably already summoned 10 units this game, right? This looks like a pretty full board.
Yeah, I think he leveled up last turn.
Okay, yeah, then if he finds Azir, he's going to have the Emperor's deck for sure.
But seeing how hesitant he is, he doesn't have it.
Looks like it. This looks like a pretty poor attack. Oh, that's...
What's he doing?
That is the scariest Oracle's Eye I have ever seen. A level 3 Renekton staring you down.
Yeah, but it's only after the attack, so it's okay.
Yeah, true. But still,
Hush.
that was impending doom right there.
And there's Hush, usual Targon card. So
Gotta love me some Targon. Okay, pretty strong Hush. Oh, Renekton dies. That is brutal for Mind Splitter.
it needs to draw Azir. Or to predict, well no, even predict isn't enough because Lee Sin will level up and, well, it's OTK next turn, so...
Geist is just going to, yeah, win.
If there isn't anything to stop that, it's over for Mind Splitter.
I don't see anything he can do. Geist buffing up the Sparklefly, which I think is very smart. I think the only play right now that can stop Lee Sin is going to be maybe a Right, but once again, Quicksand could be the big one. Wait, if he Quicksands after he's pulled, then the kick still goes through, right? That's still 5 damage.
Do you run Quicksand though? Do you run Quicksand?
I have no idea.
In Mono Shurima?
I think in versions with Renekton, there is an argument to make for a one-off Quicksand.
I think you prefer Exhaust to Quicksand then.
Yeah, but I mean just for protection. Like protecting Renekton when he's about to die or in a combat trade. You pull out the Quicksand, like a bad Hush card to keep him alive.
Bad Hush, it's still very good Quicksand. Don't flame that card. Oh, he has Quicksand.
There it is. But is he still dead? Or wait, with the Pill Cascade, he's dead, right? And he also has the second Lee Sin spell for 2 more damage.
Oh, that top deck Pel Cascade.
The premature Shenimo too. There we go.
Yeah,
First game to
damage,
Geist.
so... Well played.
Very well played. That looked close. I think he must have top decked the Hush. Not the Hush, the Quicksand. The bad Hush.
The fat Hush, yeah. Yeah, but it wasn't enough.
It was not enough. Alright, I'm just going back to my main monitor here because it does not really seem to be working right now. I'm restarting my game though. Alright. So
we have we have a good hand from Geist. He just needs
the big girl,
Cithria. Yeah, I can't spectate either from my side. I don't know. Maybe because he allowed it during and he hasn't left the challenge, so it isn't allowed for this challenge. I don't know.
That could be it. It's okay. Bit of a shame, but we'll make this work too. I can see that Geist has three
match run on.
I guess that he pulled one from Stalking Shadows.
Yeah, to have two next to each other. Well, yeah. He didn't play Stalking Shadow. He didn't have Stalking Shadow in hand. Maybe he played it.
Wow.
He top decked it and played it. Ooh, that's a very powerful.
What a snipe! Mind Splitter with a 3 for 3. Beautiful. I love me some Maker Rain.
I don't think you glimpsed there because Swain can just open attack. I think you had to play to bank mana and play Kaista.
That's a fair point. Yeah. I think this game is just going to come down whether or not Geist can draw his Cithria or not. If this was a top deck Cithria, then he would have had it online already.
Yeah. But without a good board, but yeah.
Yeah, true. But, I mean, it's still a very powerful swing. You just summon a 12-12 and a 10-10 with Ephemeral, but still.
VanQProductions is playing very well, I think, because he knows that in Metron Cithria you don't play single combat, or I don't know if you play it, in fact, single combat, because he already put Swain on the board, which is very unsafe. Normally you never play Swain until he's leveled up.
True.
And but it's very good because once turn 8 is reached, he can play Leviathan, and next turn everything is turned on the board, so Cithria is countered.
Yeah, exactly right. This is looking rough, but there are 2 Radiant Guardians in the hand of Geist, so there is always some comeback potential. However, no matter how big your board is, Swain and his Leviathan both will be able to stun at least 3 units. That is a scary thought, even if you have so many powerful units.
If you have 2 Leviathan, it's your whole board stunned, and you can't do anything about it. That's why I think Leviathan is too strong compared to other ships. If you look at Sejuani's ship, it doesn't do a lot. And if you look at Gangplank's ship, it's very strong, but when you play it, it's not as strong as the combo Swain Leviathan.
Exactly.
And we don't talk about MF's ship because that one is.
I was about to say, you forgot the best looking, but probably the worst one out of all. Oh, the dimension just changed a little bit here, but oh, it seems to be fine again. Okay, that was weird. But yeah, I think there is a case to make for Dreadway. I think there are some metas where it's probably going to shine, depending on whether, you know, Bilgewater gets some buff, because Dreadway is very tied to how good Bilgewater is as a region. And oh, I just see Swain leveled up.
Yeah, but there is 3 attack units on the board. 1. So he can't attack. But the stuns are online, so if Leviathan next turn, it looks pretty doomed for Geist.
Yep. Another Radiant.
It's good for defense, but he always tap out before...
I mean, there is a 4-3 coming out, and he can summon a Radiant Guardian right now. Okay, I like this play a lot.
With Matron, though?
I think I like that.
It's 2 ephemeral on the board.
Yeah, but it completely stops this incredibly powerful attack from Mind Splitter. How would you play this if you were Mind Splitter right now?
Actually, I may play Radiant Guardian and then Kalista.
Ah, okay, there
But
was
it
enough
may
mana
be,
for that. Yeah.
yeah.
Is he... Oh, there's another stun. Brutal. If there's a flock in Mindsplitter's hand right now, and that is likely because there is a Swain on the board, it's game over. Or is it?
But
Oh, it's game over regardless.
he already played 2 flocks. He already played 2 flocks, so I don't think so.
It doesn't even matter. The game's over.
Yeah.
That's... Yeah, well, you don't draw Cithria. This is usually what the games look like. And this is personally why I'm not the biggest fan of this deck. It can be very powerful, but sometimes your hand just looks like this and you're not going anywhere.
I don't think the Cithria draw would have changed anything because he always cleared his whole board, and Swain turn 1 of turn 5 was very strong because he didn't have any 3 attack units to defend. He played very well because he knew that this deck, even though it's playing Demacia, doesn't have a lot of combat spells to stop Swain.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I think Swain is a pretty good counter to unit-based decks like that.
He lost with it, so he can play it again.
Exactly. And what do you think? Do you think Mindsplitter is going to go back to his Shurima deck?
Against Matron Cithria, I don't know if it's a good idea.
Oh, I can hear some game sound now out of nowhere.
Nasus Thresh.
Oh wait, the stream worked from Mindsplitter now. That's
Great.
bizarre.
Can you make the 2-hand stream then?
Yeah, that's what
still not possible.
I'm going to try to do that. Oh, I moved it to the bottom by accident, I think. Okay. Cam is on. Let's see, Discord. Okay, this one doesn't work. Yeah, let me try to set this up because I had it already, but yeah, having to change my settings there was a little awkward for me. Let me see.
We can see some the top of the cards. We can't see very much which card they are, but
alright, there we go.
Oh, that's good.
The dimensions, me and Miss MC, the girlfriend and me, we set everything up in on Discord to make sure it worked. Had the perfect dimensions, but yeah, Discord, not all dimensions for the people that share the screen are the same, but it should be good now. I'll make it a little bit smaller.
Yeah, we can see the hand. That's great.
All right.
We can see that.
There we go.
Kate has 2 butchers. Ooh, he had 3 keeper and 2 butchers in hand. So.
Alright, yeah, this is looking like a pretty powerful board here for Mindsplitter. Let's see, he is playing Thresh and Nasus, and yeah, we have the Cithria again.
Well, Geist has 2 keeper in hand.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's even... Wait, oh, you said keeper. I thought you said the caretaker, because some people have chosen to cut the caretaker for the merciless hunter. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this inclusion of the caretaker?
Merciless. The caretaker. Which one is it? The caretaker? I don't know the name by heart.
It's the one that summons 2 saplings, and you have to sacrifice something for it. Oh, he's running both. He's running the hunter and the caretaker.
Yeah, well, Merciless Hunter is just way too strong. And Caretaker, even though it's been nerfed to 1-1, is still a very good unit to summon 2 2-1s that can kill other units. So...
True. It also kind of turbocharges the Nasus if you get some good traits with it. So yeah, I can see a case for that card still seeing play. Just I think the Merciless Hunter, it was such a natural replacement for a nerfed card like that it wasn't necessary in maybe this meta, but Mindsplitter chooses to play it and gets a very powerful turn from it.
Yeah, well, 2-1s are always good because units usually have only 1 or 2 health.
Yeah. Especially in this Azir Aurelia meta, even though Azir is a 1-5, but and the 1-1 turns into an 8-8. But yeah, no, you're right. All right, how close is this Thresh to leveling up? He is 4 out of 6 right now. Scary because with those saplings,
with wave and glimpse, it's very easy
then,
to do it before attack.
Yep. I think that's a play I would definitely go for. I just punched my mic by accident. Sorry for the people that are watching. I think if you can level the Thresh, you do it right now.
Yeah.
Geist has not shown... Oh, Geist does have a single combat in the hand right now. So, this is not going to work.
But he can sacrifice a unit, and then on Thresh, and then Black Spear to kill Thresh.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to do both to kill Thresh. If he tries to stop the glimpse, Thresh will level up, whatever he does.
You're actually right. Yeah. Wow. This is a tough spot.
And that's too late. He can't kill Thresh anymore. Actually, he can. If he passes right now, it's because he needs 2 actions.
Yeah.
One to kill to a single combat and lose a unit.
And now it's too
and
late.
that will activate Black Spear. Yeah, no, it's too late.
Yeah, he had to put both the Black Spear and the single combat on the stack to kill the Thresh there, but...
Yeah, but Black Spear isn't activated yet.
Yeah, true. So he had to do it as he got the action instead of passing. That was the only way, but then you're kind of playing into another Glimpse Beyond, maybe. So, all in all...
but Nasus wouldn't be on board.
Yeah, true. That's probably worth it, because an 11-11 Nasus is just gonna kick your face in. Oh.
It hurts. And no Cithria in hand.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Cithria hiding at the bottom of the deck both games here. Alright, I do like this play. I think this is the proper play. Deny the level up from Nasus, kill the Thresh. You know, he can't play the second Thresh and get another Nasus out, but still.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't kill Thresh. Once Thresh is leveled up, you don't want to kill him, because if you have if the opponent has another Thresh in hand, well, he can play it and summon another champion. So I don't think when a Thresh is leveled up, you must stop yourself from killing it if he activated his passive.
I think that was the only way to do it though, unless I'm mistaken. He had to single combat his own unit.
He could have single combat Butcher instead of Thresh.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the Butcher was already there. Yeah, you're right. Then, yeah.
Because now that's 2 Nasus on board.
This looks just to be game right now. Or did he pull a Cithria?
2 Nasus.
Oh no, he didn't. No Cithria again for Geist here. Heartbreaking.
2 Nasus and Siphoning Strike. 2 Nasus and Siphoning Strike. So.
Oh man, very rough. I don't personally see how Geist can defend himself from this.
No, I think it's lost.
I think so too.
And if he had Atrocity, well, Atrocity is 7 mana, so he can't play it. But
good nerf.
If he had Atrocity, it would good nerf. It would be win as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Bad for Lace. By the way, I received a message from Lace saying that Cithria Shyvana is way better than Kalista, because Kalista needs Cithria to win, because Kalista, once Cithria dies, Kalista will revive it, but if you don't draw Cithria, it's lost, and Shyvana can bring pressure from, well, just being Shyvana.
Yeah. Another issue there is that Kalista is not a very good champion right now. He's a bad Merciless Hunter. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah. Merciless Hunter is way overtuned.
Yeah.
Or is it Kalista that is not enough overtuned?
Yeah, that's another way to put it. I think Kalista is weak, and I think Merciless Hunter is just way too strong. I think Merciless Hunter would be fair as a 4-2. That would be my... If they're going to nerf it, that would be my suggested way to do it. A 4-2, I think, would be somewhat fair.
Because if you want to compare Merciless Hunter, I like to compare it to the 5-1 from Nasus that has challenger but cannot block. Because it's the 2-mana 5-1 that has challenger, which is the equivalent of vulnerable. But it's only from herself, and she cannot block. And you have one more mana unit that has, well, one more stat, but can block and has fearsome. So,
yeah, it's kind of insane when you think about it. And how do you feel about this double Nasus board? That's two big dogs.
I think it even. Oh no, Thresh had 7 HP, but Thresh 4-3. Yeah, I think Gaze can't surrender right now. It's over.
Is that another?
Even if he pulls.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even if he pulls Cithria instead.
Yeah, no, this looks absolutely over. He never drew Cithria, and this looks to be another Thresh in the hands of Mindsplitter too.
That's siphoning strike though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our finalist.
The final is going to be Mindsplitter against Genesis. Yeah. Alright, fantastic. Very good games, very well played by both parties. It seems that Nasus Thresh is just a very powerful deck.
Too much of a meta deck, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there is an ad on Mindsplitter's stream, so I can't see what he's...
It seems to be working still, so I'm just gonna shut my mouth and hope it stays that way.
Right. No, you don't have to. You don't have to shut. You have to talk.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. I'm going to shut my mouth when it comes to this particular thing, though. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for his card to appear in hand and then adjust.
Okay, so we have Nasus Thresh again from Mindsplitter against what looks like an aggro deck. I don't know which champion, but like Noxus SI burn deck.
Alright.
It looks pretty rough for Nasus, for Mindsplitter.
Oh wait, what happened to it? Okay, we can, yeah, so the cards in the hand of Genesis are a little small, but it should be visible because he plays on mobile.
Yeah, the problem is when he's not selecting them because it moves on the screen.
Yeah, so I made it a little bigger.
You're forced to do that.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, mobile players.
It's okay. We are not professional streamers, and we don't have professional players, which means we have our little issues.
Yet. Not professional casters, streamers, yet.
Yet.
Alright.
Games, we open for business.
Exactly.
Maybe for the next season, though. We don't know.
I mean, come on, we're looking at the next Mogwai and Impetuous Panda right here. Hire us. Alright, so Mindsplitter playing his trusty Thresh Nasus deck again that performed very well for him against Geist. And Genesis playing Spider aggro.
Because Geist was playing a mid-range deck. Now he's playing against an aggro deck, and it looks... he doesn't have the keeper into butcher opener, so... looks hard to defend against that.
Exactly. It's I still think that no matter how you spin or turn it, Thresh Nasus is going to be pretty favored against aggro.
Unfavored, you mean?
Wait, Thresh Nasus should be favored, right, against aggro decks?
Why?
I mean, Foul Feast, they can spam the board pretty quickly, they have a live game.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
I'm not an expert here, though, so...
The opener Genesis had was pretty strong. Yeah, he stopped it anyway, so yeah, you're right.
He's going to be on 9 HP, which honestly, when there's only 2 cards in the hand of Genesis, and the ability to sometimes deny a decimate, and yeah, once again, plenty of lifesteal options, it's very possible for the Thresh Nasus player to stabilize this.
Well, there's Stalking Shadow top deck, so maybe if he gets another beast, Doom Beast in hand.
Yeah, Doom Beast is
Kinesis
definitely
can win.
scary.
Kinesis can win if he gets Doom Beast with Stalking Shadow.
Yeah, Doom Beast is a pretty big win con when you go into the later stages of a game with Spider, because you really need that little bit of extra burn to kill your opponent. I don't play much aggro myself, but Spider aggro, very much like me, when I play against it, I try to deal with their early units, and then when they run out of units, they go over to this burn game plan. And it seems like Genesis is already in the stage of going over to that burn game plan right now, with probably looking for cards like Doom Beast, like you said, with the Stalking Shadows, Decimates, hopefully some Fervors. And yeah, if he can find those, it's going to be looking pretty good for him.
Yeah, and there's two spiders there, but I don't think that'll matter very much because Nasus can go down right now.
Yeah.
Those frenzied skitter won't matter much.
Yeah, that's
4 attacks units are too strong. Counters it.
Yeah, that's a bit of an odd play here to throw out the skitter already, but I guess he just wants to push as much damage as possible. Okay, Mindsplitter choosing to activate the Black Spear with a sacrifice right there.
And not play Nasus. How big is Nasus?
Let me check. Nasus is an 8/8.
Yeah, if he was 10-10, I would have played... Well, technically, if you block, he grows as a 10-10.
That's true. He could have blocked the first 2 units and then popped down the Nasus, and the last spider that Elise summoned would deal 0 damage.
But I agree with the play of activating Black Spear, because with only Nasus on board, well, it will be another block. So he would be at... it will take 3 damage, so he will be at 4. Which is at Decimate range. And he's still at 4 at Decimate range, so... It ends up top deck. What kind of top deck he gets. And that's a Fervor.
Yeah, looks like Genesis drew the Fervor. So he needs
one little
extra...
push!
Okay, but these spiders... Oh. Oh, that's brutal. That spider. That one little itty bitty spider.
Is it lethal? Because on open you can't.
He played the ephemeral unit.
Oh, it's ephemeral! No!
That's a misplay from Genesis right there.
He played the ephemeral last turn.
Yeah, yeah. If he played the ephemeral last turn, it would have made no difference. But this time, this could cost him the game.
Well, he can open attack.
Yeah, it's still lethal if you open attacks. Actually, no, it's not. Nasus can block the leftmost spider, and then the other spider will go to 0 attack.
Reduce the attack. No! We end up with the same kind of defense we had against Leona Asol.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and now he can just develop other units, and it's lost for Genesis.
Oh.
Well, it's lost.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless he draws burn.
Yeah, he can still get out of it.
One burn.
Yeah. But if at the same time Mindsplitter draws a Rite of Negation or an Atrocity, the game is his.
Yeah, and he's trying to find that defense.
Yeah. Doesn't quite find it. There's one more card here coming. Doesn't find it. Okay, well, he has no blockers for Nasus, so this is an easy open attack for Mindsplitter next turn. I'm heartbroken for Genesis right now, because if he played the ephemeral Skitterer the turn before instead of the real one, and then the real one the turn after, he'd be looking good.
Yeah, we can see that this game is all about the misplay and not the RNG.
Yeah.
Because he could have won.
He could have won.
He can complain. He can complain about the fact that he didn't draw any burn, but he could have won if he didn't misplay that ephemeral.
Yeah, yeah, no, there's no other way to say this. It was a misplay, but maybe he had a different plan in his head. But I do believe that you always play the ephemeral one on your attacking turns because they have to block it, and then you play the real one the turn after if you need to develop.
On defense. Yeah.
Very sad turn of events for Genesis there, but maybe he can pull it back and win the second game to go into the third one. Actually, is this is a best of 3, right? It's not a best of 5.
We can make it a best of 5, but Genesis has a train to take, so...
Yeah, no, I mean, and we didn't specify, so it's a best of 3 right now. But for the next tournament, if we end up hosting one, the final should be a best of 5.
I agree. More fun for everyone.
Exactly.
Except for the loser, I think. But it's always fun to play, even if you lose.
Yeah, good point. But, you know, you gotta work for that chip, let's be honest.
So what do we have here?
Alright, let's see this real fast.
Swain TF.
Swain TF from Mindsplitter and
Against,
another aggro deck from Genesis. His favorite.
Genesis. He likes aggro decks, it seems.
Yeah, I think Genesis is a big aggro fan.
Even though he is Ionia on Discord. What the hell is that?
Okay, here we go. There's no crowd favorite for Genesis.
Yeah, but there is Augmented Experimenter and Vision.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Discard can just pull out wins out of absolutely nowhere. So, I don't know. It's going to be hard, I think, for Mindsplitter to keep up if Genesis gets the hand.
Well, he has TF that can wipe a board, so...
True, very true.
If he tries to develop Poros and then he tries to develop the Battlecaster, it can get wiped.
Yeah, I do like this play a lot from Mindsplitter, being patient there and just throwing out the Death's Hand right now, saving the Arachnoid too. Oh wait, he didn't have the attack token. Never mind. Oh no! Here comes the Twisted Fate.
Yeah, of course. That's a very, very tasty pod.
Oh no! And look at Genesis's hand. Wait, what just?
What? Why is TF on hand?
Wait, what?
What?
I think Spectator bugged a little bit right now because there should be a Twisted Fate on the board right now.
We have a TF make it rain.
Okay.
What is happening?
There's an empty space
Swain
right here.
Swain is on the side, so it means that TF is on the board, but yeah, we can't see it.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, there he is. There he is. Out of nowhere, Twisted Fate shows up. Oh man, he can't even block the Swain, and the Swain just board clears. A complete blowout from the TF Swain. Brutal. That's... Whew.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Let's hope he draws something from this Augmented Experimenter.
Yeah, the Augmented Experimenter needs to do some work here. Alright, here he goes. He's discarding the Vision and a Rear Guard.
Yeah, he has Arachnoid, Sentry and Flux, so it's an easy kill for any unit he plays.
Yeah, and Mindsplitter gets to
another
play.
Augmented Experimenter.
Alright, well. Oh, Twisted Fate is a ninja again. Right, they're showing each other keywords. And Genesis chooses to surrender. So we have a winner already. Mindsplitter takes it.
Destroyed!
Wow, 2-0 just swiftly deals with aggro decks. Chose the right lineup, and yeah, congratulations Mindsplitter for taking the finals, coming all the way from his 8-player pool, or 7-player, advancing to the playoffs and winning the finals here. So congratulations Mindsplitter with your chip. And I do have to thank everyone for participating as well. We started with 26 people, I believe it was. We only had 2 or 3 people dropping. Three people dropping, and some people, I'm not naming any names. Some people didn't complete all their matches, but in the end, you know, we got the playoffs. I think it was fantastic. I am really glad we got to make an event out of it. And yeah, let's go even bigger. So honestly, really, thank everyone so much for doing this with us. Makes me happy.